Hello, and what is going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you a walkthrough of my current survival world. I've been using this world to do tutorials as I went through my survival world. I didn't show you guys everything, but today I'm going to be showing you everything because it's going to be my last episode for this world, not in general, for this world. We're going to be doing a new world where we show you guys more in-depth tutorials, more of my survival playthrough like you guys have wanted. I've seen a lot of people asking for that. So we'll still be doing the tutorials. We'll still show you guys how to do these crazy farms, but maybe we'll do some other tutorials on basic knowledge and some other tips and tricks you can learn throughout the game. So the first thing we're going to do for this world is show you the beginning. This was my first ever starter house. I never showed you what was inside. I never showed you how I made it. It was just one of those things you always saw in the background of the video. And I had a few people ask me, and I felt bad because you know what? Some of these builds I did, no one ever got to see except for me. So we're going to try and show you these all today. But yeah, this is the basic starter house that no one ever got to see. This was the basic sugarcane farm. This is where we started to get all of our sugarcane. It was just there. A little more decorative if anything. This was the one of our first tutorials, the automatic fish farm. As you can see, we upgraded it to have it way more storage so we can go AFK for longer without filling the chest up, which was super cool. This building was not in tutorial video. This was my scoot farm. It's definitely more of a simple design, which is why I figured no one would want to see it. But again, people made a comment saying, "Hey, what's that building in the background?" Well, now you know. This giant square was I used to grow turtles and get scoots for scoots. But so that was really fun. Over here was the mine shaft that we used. This was the main way of getting all the resources for all these buildings and stuff. Nothing too crazy about that. We built off the back of it. And over here, another farm that was not in any video was a semi-automatic seagrass farm, believe it or not. Super cool, right? Again, it's a little 3x3 cube, and it produces X amount of seagrass, and it was just one of those simple things that I never showed anyone. Again, another thing no one ever really got to see was my basic farm. This is not automatic. It was just how I started to get crops in the beginning of the world. We have everything except for potatoes here because I never ended up planting any potatoes, but that's fine. We still got a lot of stuff out of that. That's where I grow the trees for all the buildings, the spruce trees. Over here, unfinished, unfortunately, but was our enchanting room, full level enchants that we got. So it still worked. It was just unfinished, design wise. It didn't really match the rest of the world. This was one of our other first ever farms. It was a semi-automatic mob farm. That was really fun to make. I'm going to be remaking this and doing another video on this because I had a lot of questions, so hopefully I'll answer those questions in another video for you guys, and I'll give a more in-depth tutorial. But that one produced a lot of loot, And then if we go over here, this was my second base, and this was the largest of the two. It was super cool, plenty of storage. One of the things I loved most about this build was how these little squares turned out. I made it look like circles using trapdoors and stairs, and it was just so much storage. And on this side, we had the bed, smelting area, anvil, and just some more loose storage and garbage storage up top that I never had a chance to burn yet. Over here, Nether Portal. Never showed you this either, but obviously I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to make a Nether Portal at this point. But if you don't, maybe I'll make a video for you guys. So that was pretty fun. This thing that's attached to the back of the mine was a cool one too. I did show you guys how to make this one. It's in one of my earlier videos, so I will link it as well. It uses very simple mechanics to automatically kill any mob. And this is definitely an early game farm. So if you're looking for an early game farm, this is it. Again, link in the description. I'll link all the tutorials I've ever done for you guys in the description. So if you are interested in any of these builds, feel free to check them out. But don't worry, I'll be making more in the future. This one never made it to a video, but this is actually a villager breeder. Fully automatic. They just continuously breed, and you can take one or two out at a time and move them somewhere else, and then they'll get replaced. Again, like just infinite amount of villagers, and I made it look like this. You don't have to make it look so fancy, but made it look up top, and there's an iron golem in there too, which is pretty funny. And then over here, as you can see, the rail is to transport them because this humongous building, one of the largest buildings in the world that I've made, was for our villager trading station. This was so much fun to make, and I love the design. I love how it turned out. But we have about 30 villagers in here. Not all the stalls are filled up yet because, again, this one went unfinished. But 30 villagers is a lot, and they all came from that villager breeder. and the breeder's still full right now, so that's pretty cool. We have librarians, farmers, about 3 or 4 of each, and then some of them are unfinished, but that's okay. And then this whole building is just for villager trades, which is awesome, especially for these automatic farms. You can definitely use that automatic trade station. This is a simple sheep pen, nothing crazy. This is where I started most of my videos because I like the background. This building actually is connected to these 2 buildings. These are both automatic farms. These 3 buildings have been in 3 separate videos by themselves. This one is the automatic bamboo farm I showed you guys how to make, where it automatically produces bamboo and collects it. You don't have to do any work for this one. And then I had it transferred into that building. And again, this one is a fully automatic farm, but it does cactus. This is a fully automatic cactus farm, and it collects the cactus and brings it into this building. This building is where our automatic XP farm is, where it brings in the cactus, and then the bamboo is a fuel source, and it melts the cactus, and then we get XP when you take the cactus out of the furnace. So again, 2 farms converted into one awesome XP farm, but that's just how I was using it for this world because I don't really have that much use for too much bamboo other than for scaffolding. This one I love. This is the automatic iron farm. Again, fully automatic. I showed you guys how to make this one as well. I got a lot of positive feedback on this one because it was so simple and it produces so much iron, as you can see. It uses villagers and the spawn mechanics of iron golems, and I even made it look like a nice little water tower so it blended in with the rest of the village. And if we go left over here, you'll see that in the back we have unfinished projects, but towards the right we have a little chicken coop right here. And the reason being is because our automatic chicken farm is exactly right next to it. So this produces automatic cooked or roast chicken, and it gives you some feathers as well. If we open up the side, you can see the mechanics and where the chickens are held that spawn the farm. And then this one has a video tutorial as well. Right next to it, another building that has a video tutorial. This is our automatic lava farm building using the new mechanics and the new dripstone. We also have some furnaces in here to do some extra smelting, but this is an infinite source of lava, which is so cool. So I don't have to go to the nether every time I need a lava bucket. And then right behind it is our automatic carrot farm using a villager, and we use this to trade with our farmer villagers, and it produces so much carrots, as you can tell. We never run out of carrots now. And if we go back here, you'll see more of the unfinished builds. We never got to build the roads towards them. Oh, but you can actually see the carrot farm a little bit better from this angle. As you can see, he just wanders around, and then the carrots get collected as he farms them. Oh, right here is the bunny farm. The automatic rabbit farm is probably one of the coolest ones I've ever done. You flip a switch and they actually get killed by the campfire. It seems really brutal, but I really like it. It's the first time I've ever made a rabbit farm, and more or less a semi-automatic rabbit farm. So that one was really fun. I showed you guys how to make that one as well. And this one was my most recent video where I showed you how to make 2 types of the wool farm, one above ground and one below ground. They both look fine, and I have one growing white wool and the other one getting red wool, both fully automatic as well. And so that's it for right here. Unfortunately, I can't show you some of the other stuff because it's too far away and it would take too much time to get there. But that's okay because we have one more thing to show you guys before we wrap up the video. Over here, we made a little bridge to expand our village here. And if we go across the bridge, we'll see our pumpkin guard, Jack, as in Jack-o'-lantern. He's a little zombie with a pumpkin on his head. We got him on Halloween, which is super cool. And then right here, we have our fully automatic mob farm. You don't have to do any work. You just sit back and relax. We built another fish farm next to it so we can AFK next to it. So that was super fun. This is probably one of the most in-depth builds I've made on the world. And it's so efficient. It's not even funny. And this thing is crazy. But it's definitely later in the game. You need a lot of materials to build this. But one of the most fun ones, tutorials I've ever shown you guys. And I get a lot of feedback on that one. So I love it when you guys tell me how much you like these videos. So unfortunately, that's it for the video. I can't show you the raid farm we did. I can't show you the automatic piglin farm we did. But if you want to see those videos, I will link them for you guys. This is the survival world. I'm not going to show you all the builds I've done in the nether or across the world. You can look back in the other videos and see those. But this is just a basic world tour of some of the things you guys didn't get to see. I will try and do more in-depth videos as time comes on. Our new world starts very soon, so make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be going 3 times as big as this one on that, so feel free to stay tuned with us, and I really hope you guys enjoy. I'll link all the videos in the description so you can make them for yourself. And I really hope you stay tuned for the next tutorials. And we're going to get crazy with this, guys. I hope you enjoy.